On our way back to the motel after Friday's races, I warned Steadman about some of the other problems we'd have to cope with. Neither of us had brought any strange illegal drugs, so we would have to get by on booze. You should keep in mind, I said, that almost everybody you talk to from now on will be drunk. People who seem very pleasant at first might suddenly swing at you for no reason at all. He nodded, staring straight ahead. He seemed to be getting a little numb, and I tried to cheer him up by inviting him to dinner that night with my brother. Back at the hotel, we talked for a while about America, the South, England, just relaxing a bit before dinner. There was no way either of us could have known at the time that it would be the last normal conversation we would have. From that point on, the weekend became a vicious, drunken nightmare. We both went completely to pieces. The main problem was my prior attachment to Louisville, which naturally led to meetings with old friends, relatives, etc., many of whom were in the process of falling apart, going mad, plotting divorces, cracking up under the strain of terrible debts, or recovering from bad accidents. Right in the middle of the whole frenzied derby action, a member of my own family had to be institutionalized. This added a certain amount of strain to the situation, and since poor Steadman had no choice but to take whatever came his way, he was subjected to shock after shock. Another problem was his habit of sketching people he met in the various social situations that dragged him into. The results were always unfortunate. I warned him several times about letting the subjects see his foul renderings, but for some perverse reason he kept doing it. Consequently, he was regarded with fear and loathing by nearly everyone who'd seen or even heard about his work. He couldn't understand it.
It's sort of a joke. In England, it's quite normal. People don't take offense. They understand that I'm just putting them on a bit.
Fuck England, I said. These people regard what you're doing to them as a brutal, bilious insult. Look what happened last night. I thought my brother was going to tear your head off. Steadman shook his head sadly.
But I liked him. He struck me as a very decent, straightforward sort.
Look, Ralph, let's not kid ourselves. That was a very horrible drawing you gave him. It was the face of a monster. It got on his nerves very badly. Why in hell do you think we left the restaurant so fast?
Oh, I thought it was because of the mace.
What mace?
When you shot it at the head waiter, don't you remember?
Hell, that was nothing. I missed him, and we were leaving anyway.
But it got all over us. The room was full of that damn gas. Your brother was sneezing and his wife was crying. My eyes hurt for 2 hours. I couldn't see to draw when we got back to the motel.
That's right. Stuff got on her leg, didn't it?
She was angry.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's just figure we fucked up about equally on that one. But from now on, let's be careful when we're around people I know. You won't sketch them, and I won't mace them. We'll just try to relax and get drunk.
Right. We'll go native.